What's going on, everybody? It's your man Sham, and this is Sham Goes Global. And as you can tell by the title of today's video, black people are leaving America, and they're leaving America in astronomical numbers. Yes. Now, before we get into today's video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Make sure you hit that like button and that hype button. And yeah, let's get into it.
One thing I noticed since moving abroad is, baby, I'm outside. I'm outside. I'm always outside. You know why? Because I finally feel peace. I can feel it in my body. My whole nervous system feels different. My nervous system is saying, Lonnie, finally, we're not fighting for our life. We're not dodging and ducking bullets. We outside around friendly people. We're not in the midst of chaos. We don't have to see and hear people fighting all day and arguing all day. We peace. So I'm outside. I'm outside. I'm outside. And I don't have to feel guilty about being outside. Finally, in my life, I don't have to fight and be in chaos.
Probably for like a year and a half now that I have no desire to stay in America. Like, getting what you can get out of this country until you are able to dip type of situation. For those that stay in another country, what are your suggestions? What do you recommend? Me and my husband, we really consider, like, first would be Sydney, Australia. Second would be South Africa. Third would either be like a Caribbean island or like Central America, and probably UK. One of those. Because within the next 5 years, 4 years or so, we are really considering that at this point.
But if you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now.
Black people have an exit plan. And when I say exit plan, I'm not talking about a different state. I'm talking about somewhere else, period. Like somewhere else. And I high-key been feeling that way for a couple years now. Actually, a few years now. I would say at least 4 to 5 years. I've been feeling like, hey, this is probably not the place for me. I'm finally making this video now and putting it on my platform now because I truly feel like it's going to be more violence that happens because we're in really bad times right now. We're in times where like people are really getting sick of it. For example, what just happened to Charlie, like people are really like getting upset with our top 1%, which is understandable in a sense because, you know, what our top 1% advocates for, right? And in turn, it's going to be a lot of conservative people being violent towards whomever they deem is responsible. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of violence towards black and brown people. It's going to be a lot of violence towards women. It's going to be just overall a lot of violence. And politically, this place that we're in is just not going to get any worse. I don't foresee it getting any better, excuse me. So it's like when I say have an exit plan, I truly mean that. Do your research on what places suit you the most, you know, where you would feel the most comfortable. And if you have the means, you know, take trips to those places and really try to feel them out. Like, but yeah. And don't have the mindset like, oh, this place is dangerous or this place is dangerous. Ain't no other place. Unless you're talking about somewhere in the Middle East, maybe, you know, there's not many places that's more dangerous than the U.S. I'm going to just keep it a bean. I know there's going to be a lot of black people that's like, oh, ain't nobody going to run me out. Ain't nobody going to run me out of my city. It's bigger than that at this point. It's like, it's not about running you out. It's about, okay, I can spend my whole life fighting for change. I can spend my whole life fighting for justice. I can spend my whole life fighting, or I can actually be somewhere living my life. You know what I'm saying?
So we moved to Panama on one of the higher difficulty settings. It's 4 of us, only 2 of us work, but 4 of us eat, 4 of us use utilities, 2 of us that don't work go to school and we pay for. So this is not a money's no object situation. Money is very much an object. We're not here to live a travel or influence type of lifestyle. That's its own thing. That's not what this is. That's not what we did. What we did was find a place that we could afford to live peacefully. That's not living it up. That's not buying anything we want. This is very much a budget lifestyle. Sometimes it's not in the budget. People want to go out. Sometimes I'm just like, nah, I'm not doing that. because I know it's not in the budget. And if I do that with everybody that wants to go out, I'll quickly find myself out of money and then having to figure out what to do. It's important for people to understand that that's one way to do it. You can do it without a lot of money, but you have to be disciplined with the money you have or the money that you earn. And if you're not okay with some of those limitations, then this could be tough for you. We can do things for the family that we need to, but sometimes we may want something and be like, all right, well, we're not doing that this month. Maybe we do that in 2 or 3 months. Now, we were doing that in the United States, but the difference was we had more money coming in on a regular basis. Here, we have some money coming in. It's less, and it's not as consistent. We can't depend on it like we did over there. And the budget becomes shaped around fewer finances and less certainty. And I think it's important for people to know that. We didn't win the lottery and leave. We looked at what we had. We looked at what we could do. We looked at where could we do that and still have a decent life for our family. And that ended up being Panama. And the only way for it to stay that is if we stay in a budget. Some people don't like budgets, and I get that. But for us, that's not what this is. We understood that we got a budget. And so we live a peaceful life on a budget. It's not anything flashy that's gonna get a bunch of likes, but it's something that we love.
I just realized that people are doing what they used to do. Like, immigrants would leave their country and come to America. And I've been seeing so many black people leave America and go to another country. What if we should be really like leaving America?
We should be leaving. We should be going. We should be getting the fuck out. Right?
I'm for real. What is that like? I feel like this is like a light bulb.
It's time to escape.
What if we really should be leaving America? Like,
it's time to escape.
Even when you think about how much rent is. I saw this lady in Thailand talking about penthouse looking house, modern day, 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom for like $1,000 a month. These folks be having these nice houses in Thailand and wherever else outside of America. What if we should really be leaving America? Like, for real.
I'm gonna jump right into this and go ahead and say it. We finally did it, y'all. We packed up all our sentimentals, rented out our properties, one of them fully furnished, sold a few things, donated the rest, and left the U.S. Permanently, may I add. Prior to this, we were traveling full time, but we have finally settled in Panama City, Panama. We planned this move for months, so it feels so good to finally be here and be getting settled into our new life and into a routine. And I'm excited to share bits and pieces of it as we go. So stay tuned. See y'all next time.
Coming from personal experience, I completely understand why these people decided to leave America. When you're outside of America, you get a sense of clarity and you really can live your life on your terms. In America, we're kind of stuck to, be worker bees, where it's like you literally have to work to pay bills. You have to work to survive. You have to work to keep a roof over your head. All of these things can be stressful, and I feel like once you leave America, you could be at peace. Now, for some people, it may be easier to do because you might not have the responsibilities of having, children, having loans, having house payments, mortgages, all of this stuff. That can definitely be something that can hold you back. But what I will say, if you do have the ability to travel, go and travel and see the world before you die, man. You only get one life, man. Only one life. You working to live, working to live, working to live, working to live. Then you look up, all of a sudden you're 60, 70, 80 years old, and you be like, damn, I really just worked 30 years of my life and I don't really have any memories or anything to show for it. And with all that being said, I appreciate you guys for watching all the way to the end. It is your man Sham. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before you go. Make sure you hit that like button and also hit that hype button, baby. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Thank you guys for watching once again, and until the next one, I'm gonna see y'all.